Ladies and gentlemen, I know say you go done the year front-end development and front-end developers. And you dey think say na only big people fit learn am. Well, my guy, I wan tell you say you fit start today from your laptop wey you dey use browse Facebook and watch all those Instagram reels. Within 3 to 6 months, you sef don dey become better front-end developer. Today, I go show you the road wey you go follow to achieve this goal. The first thing wey everybody dey learn on their journey to become front-end developer na the basics, and the basics na HTML and CSS. HTML go show you the structure of the web. You just be like the skeleton wey dey under the body. All of these websites wey you dey see so, no matter how beautiful, no matter how complicated, if you strip them naked, wetin you go see under na the HTML. Then the next thing na CSS. CSS na how you go make this skeleton fine. Na all the makeup and the mascara wey you go apply to your skeleton wey go make am fine well well na the CSS. Now, after you get your skeleton and the makeup, you go need JavaScript. My JavaScript go add movement, go make am dey dynamic, go make am feel run. Think of am like say you dey build house. HTML na the block, CSS na the paint, JavaScript na all the electricity and the water and the things wey dey make your house feel alive. Now, after you learn the basics as your first step, the second step na to practice small small. No start by building the new Facebook or the new Netflix. No. Start by building small projects. You fit build portfolio to show your journey. You fit build to-do list. You fit build simple landing page. We could just get text and buttons. But then you go get enough fundamental pounds to move on to wetin we dey call framework. Learning a framework na the third step on your journey to become a front-end developer. We see this framework na if we take dey make our life easier after we don learn HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Because if you say me you will write all these HTML, CSS, and JavaScript from scratch, you go write, tire. You go spend 100 years for there, you no go write finish. But this framework contains a lot of functions and codes and structures and conventions wey they don already do for us. The most popular framework for front-end development na React, but if you also learn Vue, Angular, or Svelte. After this one now, you go move to the fourth step, which is to learn version control. Now, GitHub be the most popular place for version control. Though GitHub no be the only version control application we get, but GitHub dey so good to use and so popular. We be say mostly everybody dey use them. If you no fit show your work online, just be like say you dey cook food or you dey hide am for kitchen. But with GitHub, you go fit share your code and even contribute to what we dey call open source projects. We be say a project wey an entire community they do, and you as a developer, you fit contribute and write your own code to join that one. So after you learn GitHub basics, the next thing wey you go do na say you go start dey learn about APIs. APIs dey important for you to get data from somewhere else or from your own server wey you go use on top your website. These APIs na im go make sure say your website dey constantly updated instead of you just putting in add code, numbers, address, words, sentences, or things for your website. If you dey fetch am from API, you need to anytime with that API dey updated, your website too go dey updated. Finally, after this one now, you don reach the end of the journey. Congratulations. You fit now put together your portfolio and start to be hunt for job. Make sure say you compile 3 of the best projects or 5 or 7 wey you don build when you dey learn. Add description and start to dey apply for entry level job. My guy, you no need 10 years to become front-end developer. If you fit dedicate 6 months of your time, focus, practice, and learn from YouTube, if you start to collect small client money or even land your first big job with big company. Thankfully, all of these things go dey my page. Tutorials on HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and React, and even how to use GitHub and other version control software. So just subscribe for this channel and turn on your notification so that as these tutorials they drop, you you dey tap into the knowledge. Thank you for your attention to this mapper.